I made this baby character inside Blender using the MPFB add-on. If you want to do this by default, it's going to give you an error and it's not going to give you exactly what you want. So I'll be showing you what you're going to do to be able to create a baby character using the MPFB add-on. So first, let's go into our file. So once you open up your MPFB add-on and you installed it, open up the MPFB panel, select your gender, your age, and your race if you want to. Then if you click on create immediately, it's going to give you an error like this, but then you have to uncheck that option there, and then you can click on create, and immediately it's going to give you a baby character. So now once you have a baby character, you can go on to begin to adjust different parts of it. So I'm going to be using the options here to be able to change what the face looks like. So you can be able to use it to actually create different kinds of faces and different proportions of the face. So once you're able to do this, you can be able to actually create original characters that are different from whatever you have from the beginning. Also, you can be able to use your proportion editing and your modeling techniques to be able to readjust the face of the character to look different. So once you're done doing that, let's go into adding the rig. So we're going to add the rigify, and after adding the rigify, we're going to go into add the skin. So the skin is just simply different kind of skin, and it's not optimized. I'm going to optimize it later. Now I'm going to add the eye, the hair, and other parts of the body. So once I'm adding this, but make sure you add the rig first before adding the different body parts like the hair, the eye, and the clothes. One of the things I like doing is to duplicate the body before adding the main clothes, because sometimes some of the clothes will displace the body. So you don't want to do that because it's going to displace maybe the stomach when you add a shirt. So you can duplicate it if you think it's going to do that. Now I'm using my proportion editing to adjust the shirt so that the shirt will look a bit better. If you want to learn how to install all this, you can actually check my video where all these things are installed. So I've gone on to add even the eyeglass and different parts of the other parts of the body that I need. Then after doing that, you can go on to add your rigify, so you can generate the rig, and now you see that you already have a full-fledged character that is a baby, and you can be able to now start working on different parts of the thing. So I went on to add a sky texture and some other lights around it to make the scene to look quite more interesting. Now after that, I tried adjusting the body, so you can turn on your X mirror and you can adjust different parts of the face and make it look a bit different from what it looks like from the beginning. And this will not affect anything because you're just working on the mesh itself. You can still go back to adjust the mouth. If you want to adjust any part of the body, you can still adjust as long as you're not doing something very, very significant. So the next thing I want to do is to adjust the skin. If you look at the skin, it's a bit glowy. So I just went on to open up the skin shader and adjusted both the normals and the specular to reduce the shininess of the skin and make it a bit better. So you can go on to adjust different kind of things you want to adjust to make it look a bit different so that you can have an original character that is looking very nice and good. So you can be able to test your rig and you can see the rig is working on fine, and you can be able to change the environment and make the entire thing look good. And you can pose the character to whatever you want it, and it comes with a face rig that you can be able to use to lip sync and do all kinds of animations that you want to do. So I'm going to be making another video on how to export this particular character into MakeHuman and be able to read the character and also animate it. This will actually be used to do something that I can be able to animate. So if you want to animate it to be looking much better, you can use the MakeHuman animation to rig it. Somebody asked for this tutorial, so I'm doing that. So if you like the video, please like the video and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video.